DK.
Hi, I'm Cody.
And I'm Charlie.
And this week's episode of WX4 features DK, who likes to... Are you lost in the sauce again? Great. Let me get the net. Well, welcome to the show, DK.
Nice. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Good to have you.
Before we pick a pedal, I'm going to go ahead and remind everybody to go to our YouTube page and subscribe to our channel, Vega Studio. He plays or performed another song that's not going to be at the end of this episode. And also, our season finale is a couple of weeks away, so get ready for that. All right, so DK, we're going to pick a pedal. What do we have, Charlie?
It's a reverb pedal, vibrato pedal, or trim pedal, tremolo.
Like a whip.
It's like a distortion pedal.
Distortion, yeah.
And then a delay pedal. What would you put in
your pedal?
In your
I definitely like that reverb.
Reverb.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
pick that and read the question.
Pick that one, and there's a question underneath, and you can read it out loud for the world.
Where do you get your tracks?
Yeah, where do you get your tracks? You make them, buy them,
Mm-hmm.
donations.
Yo, like, people try to clown this all the time on social media, but I'm still, like, the YouTube type beat guy. Like, it's kind of like chat roulette. Like, you just get on YouTube and you start buying. I look at so many beats now that when I go to YouTube's homepage, it's in my recommended videos. So I'll start from there, and then whatever strikes, like, a particular story or particular emotion, I just lock in on that beat. And if it's good enough, then I'll buy the beat. If not, then, we'll play with it, drop it on SoundCloud if people willing to tough it out through that 15-second ad to listen to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you go just kind of scouring YouTube for it. Have you ever had one custom made for you? Like, hey man, I made this for you. But then it doesn't follow your process of if it strikes you. Because what if I spent 5 hours making you a beat and I gave it to you and you're like, it doesn't do anything for me. I mean, God.
And sometimes it be like that. Like,
Right?
it is what it is. Like, I can't really control that aspect of the creative process so much. But there was one instance, and it's actually the other song that I performed tonight that it was custom made, and I was at his house actually, and he was playing with samples, and I was just listening, and it just caught my ear, like the end for some reason.
Let's hear that again. Right?
Yeah, I was like, hey, run that back.
Yeah.
And then we kind of just tag teamed it. I was just like, yeah, chop it like this, and then put it together like this, and then he just kind of did his own thing, added his own flavor to it, and next thing you know, he had a whole song. And so I spent like the next month or so writing the lyrics just because I'm such a perfectionist with it, and he took so much time with the beat. I wanted it to be like just right. Nice. But it turned out really nice. The one time I did get like a custom made beat.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Good. Well, what got you into doing music? How old were you and what?
Well, my dad and a lot of my uncles and cousins, they were actually hip hop artists when I was a kid. Back when I stayed in Firewood on the east side of Athens, and this was when I was like 7 or 8. And they would record in the third bedroom that we had. And it got to one point where they all just stopped taking it seriously. But I always, of course, held on to those memories. And eventually around like 4th grade, I tried writing myself to the Lose Yourself instrumental by Eminem. And my dad found it, and he like wrote DK's rap book on the notebook. But I was really nervous after that, so I didn't rap anymore. But once I got to high school, my dad went to prison, and my way of kind of coping with it was writing raps. Even though I told all my friends that it was poetry because they all hated rap music, but they were actually bars.
There you go. So when was the first time you actually put your quote-unquote poetry to music and it became a song, and a rap song? And
Ooh.
how old were you? What age did that start?
I would probably say maybe like 14 or 15. I probably started making songs, but it wasn't until I got to college that I felt like I was really like making music and beginning to take it seriously, because I was at Georgia State, and my sophomore year I was having to commute from Lawrenceville from my aunt and uncle's house to go to college. And I don't know, something was just off. So I kind of like fell into like this really deep depression, and then I developed like really severe alopecia, so my hair was falling out, and it just got to a point where I just stopped going to class, and I was locking myself in my room. I was just listening to beats like on YouTube. That's how it essentially became a habit. Like I would just sit on this couch and play beats back to back, and whatever caught my ear or just like made me want to reflect on something or question who I am, then I would just lock in on that. And that's how I began to make songs like Lost in the Sauce and other songs that I still perform to this day.
Is that the name of the one you played?
Yeah.
Lost in the Sauce? I like that one a lot.
Is this what led to your surgery?
Nah. Actually, when I was in high school, I was a junior in high school, and I had strep throat and a sinus infection at the same time. And the bacteria actually managed to get into my brain. And my mom, she actually thought I had overdosed on like some headache medicine, because she thought I just had like allergies or something like that, because I was having headaches and my eyes were swollen shut and all this other mess. But I was actually dying. So she rushed me to the hospital, and they immediately rushed me into surgery. And I was in like this 3-day coma. I was
into brain surgery.
Yeah. They had to like slice my brain open, make this incision, like drain out this bacteria and these fluids out of my brain. So I was in a 3-day coma, and I was in the hospital for a week.
How old were you again?
I was 17.
17.
And I was in the hospital for a week. I had to learn how to walk and talk again. And then
How long did that take you?
Walking took me about a week. Even after that, I was walking crooked for like a few months.
Wow.
And talking, I had to do speech therapy for like 2 or 3 months before they let me go back to school. So that was pretty fun. But I still managed to graduate on time, so that was pretty awesome.
Yeah. How old are you now?
I'm 24.
24. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've had
Survived
some-
brain surgery
yeah,
to graduate on time.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's amazing. Like the way that I actually found out about you, you performed at Athfest, and we filmed an episode, and you actually made it into.
He made it onto the
our
reel.
Final episode, which is episode 35. You can find it in all of the WX4 playlists on YouTube and Facebook. Go back and check out his performance there. Was this the first time you played Athfest?
It was the second time, but it was the first time that they let us play on the main stage.
Right.
Oh yeah.
How did you like that?
That was amazing. It was a huge step for a lot of us, but of course it's just the beginning. So next year it's just gonna be bigger and better.
So what's the deal with the backpack?
The backpack.
I asked you. We were about to film this performance,
what?
and I was like, "You want the backpack in the frame?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I kind of have it in there all the time. And I was like,
Yeah, see, look, I'm part-time rapper, part-time Pokemon trainer, and you gotta have the backpack on you just in case something pop off. You never know. You might be walking through the grass, and then. But for real though, when I do rap shows is I don't have the best managers in my personal life. You know, you still got to work the 9 to 5 and all that jazz. And I used to work at an ice cream shop on the east side, Dairy Queen in particular. And I used to have to get off work and walk to my shows after we closed the store. And so, of course, I can't be carrying everything in my hands, so I'm walking around in my work clothes with this backpack on. And it's just stuck.
So where can they find you on social media, all your handles and stuff?
You can find me on the same place on every social network at ShmokageDK.
Do you have any videos or any stuff on Spotify, anything like that?
Oh, yeah. You can listen to Lost on the Sauce on Spotify, on all streaming platforms. And I wrote a song about my sweet baby boy who is now 10 months old called Blooming Tree that you can also find on every platform.
All right. Well, is there anything that you do want to say about your song Lost in the Sauce before they hear it? It's coming up right up next. Anything you want to say?
Although
it's awesome.
Yes, it is definitely an awesome song. And although this song is about me essentially getting lost in my ego, in reality, I am also a very saucy person. Like, I am known as the guy who tries all the new sauces and all the new stuff at all the fast food restaurants.
Literal sauces, like
yes, like
sauces.
when I go to Firehouse. When I go to Firehouse, like, I try 2 new sauces all the time because they got, like, the label sauces
have a lot of good sauces
with the labels of levels. I don't go past 6 because I'm a baby, but they still got a large variety of sauces that I like to try. And my current favorite sauces are Gator sauce, which is at Firehouse, and whatever sauce they was putting on that Popeye's chicken sandwich. I don't know what it was.
People been talking.
Well,
and it's gone now, so I can't know.
Let me ask you this though, because Owen, he has very strong opinion on this. But Polynesian sauce or Chick-fil-A sauce?
All right, look.
Tell Owen. He's the one that needs to know. Unless it's me, because I'm.
Look. You do the Chick-fil-A sauce for the sandwich. The Polynesian sauce for the fries.
We both win, Owen.
Simple.
That's a great idea.
It's tie! Awesome. DK, thank you so much for coming up here and having this chat with us.
Oh, yeah.
And if you really want to, you could dip your sandwich in a Polynesian.
Boom. Combo that thing up.
You don't have to squish it on
I'm the
sandwich.
Chick-fil-A guy.
Look,
Chick-fil-A sauce.
You gotta keep it blind. We're talking about Chick-fil-A here. Now, you already gonna get your food in less than 2 minutes.
That's true. Good Lord, yes.
And they gonna give you however much sauce that you want. Why you gotta choose?
That's right. That's true.
It's their pleasure. Well, trust me.
Up next is DK's performance of Lost in the Sauce. Next week, same place, same time. Go to our YouTube playlist and see his other song. What was the other song?
Blooming Tree.
Blooming Tree. There you go. Next week, same place, same time.
If you must know, I often talk about juice, which is an allegory for self-love. And of course, on the other side of that, you have the sauce. Now you see, the sauce is a lot like the juice. It's all these false ideas that you have about love that just turn out to be a lie to you, but I would rather you not learn this lesson the hard way, so just walk with me. Yeah. Lost in the sauce, don't know what the cost is. Might be a life, man, ain't no telling. Daddy seeing bars, and apple don't fall too far from the tree. But I ain't no fella what it feel like when your second jet to get it become real life. Women always see the difference, so they acting different now. They listen, can you tell me what does that appeal like? Superficial women love me like they been there. Oh girl wanna love me like she never left. Swimming with my every year, that's the Cyrus. Showing every year being tested, wasn't being blessed. Cheat the code, eat the stress, on some grand theft. Thought I fell in love, ain't know the definition. Not the gluttony unbutton me, but luckily I piece you up. Me, it's all for the recognition. Caught up in the vibe, Too late for turning back on this attention. In my mentions, my ascension was a lie. Pleasure measuring my sanity to vanity. Convinced me I'm a black star, but a brother barely getting by. Stakes up times two, cause I'm two timing. Suction of your perception can make the truth blinded. Pop serving timeouts when my mind's out. And she wondered why I'm so bad with the timing. Lost in the sauce, don't know what the cost is. Might be a life, man, ain't no telling. Daddy seeing bars, and apple don't fall too far for the tree. But I ain't no felon what it feel like. When your second chance to get it become real life. Women always see the difference, so they acting different now. They listen, can you tell me what it's at appeal like? Yeah. Daddy issues leaving dads in the streets. I'm living 9 in the bed. Skip my last for the sheets. They miss a class for the bread. Find union praying on them like a million. Got the same street home right here underneath. And they leech till we dead, but we never see the blood of Christ. We let the ice around your neck and then my face changed under pain when you hanging. Check reality, you ain't the only brother banging. A stroke of triggers, mine on the self-esteem. Yours on another. Trying to chase when she escapes, but you embrace. I'm on pace to be another figure. Fighting for your life, I wish I died a little quicker. Thinking I might need to relive this coma. Sometimes I do go nuts from hitting these homers, relieving this stress, while learning about success. What you learn from your mistakes will really make you richer. Little richer with a slipping and sliding for long, tall selling, reserving in the fruit. They can do in your finale. Uncle ain't no father figure. Is to get us in the alley. How you claim me scaling mountains just to end up in the valley? Hitting the precious game of tennis, like consistency. Lord, please take the wheel. I can never take the rally. Bottling your tears behind the field, being different. My brother, you gon' end up in the box, count tallies. That's days on days, bodies on bodies. Thanking you, Scotty, when you Manny Marco, enslaving souls while they trading yours for the capital. Better wise up on embargoes. Old heads got scrolls of the wisdom. Don't miss on the message, cause none of us promised a marble that weight on your plane. Are you on insane? Don't wanna be plain, but let go of that cargo. Lost in the sauce, don't know what the cost is. Might be a life, man, ain't no telling. Daddy seeing bars, and apple don't fall too far for the tree. But I ain't no felon when it feel like. When your second chance to get it become real life. Women always see the difference, so they acting different now. They listen, can you tell me what does that appeal like? Yeah. Lost in the sauce, don't know what the cost is. Might be a life, man, ain't no telling. Daddy seeing bars and the apple don't fall too far from the tree, but I ain't no felon. What it feel like when your second chance to get it become real life. Women always see the difference, so they acting different now. They listen, can you tell me what does that appeal like? One more time. Lost in the sauce, don't know what the cost is. Might be a life, man, ain't no telling. Daddy seeing bars and apple don't fall too far from the tree, but I ain't no felon. What it feel like when your second chance to get it become real life. Women always see the difference, so they acting different now. They listen, can you tell me what does that appeal like?